April 22, 2025, Tuesday. This is the kill list for the Apple Valley dogs at Apple Valley and the ones transferred to Devore animal shelter. It's they transferred them because they don't want to keep the place spotless, immaculate, so distemper, parvo run rampant. You know, you'd think for $300,000 a year for a manager they could do a better job, or Kiltex for $150,000 a year, you'd think they could do a better job, but I guess not. So these guys pay the price. Let's take a look who is on the kill list. Dixie, Rocky, Bernadette, Bernice, John, Will, Copper, Diablo, Mama Drew, Julie, Bubba, Ranger, Memphis, Luther, Trista, Zed, Nina, Lake, Chris, April, German Shepherd Keeper, Rocky, Poppy, Jackson, Salsa, Finn, Buddy, Fluffy, looks like a Pyrenees, Arlie, Donnie, Sharky, Peanut, Noah, Chief, Slinky, Mojo, Bernard, Magnolia, Tommy, Grace, Logan. Now Devore is, you know, we got tons more dogs than the ones that are coming from Apple Valley. So there's and that's Devore Dachau. That's non-stop killing. There's a page on Facebook, I believe it's called Friends of Freddy, and that is a group that promotes the Devore dogs. Yeah, so really sad situation. This is worse every time I do a video trying to promote them. The situation is worse every single time. More dogs, more killings, more preventable disasters. You know, I get it. You have to be kind of athletic and you have to be physically fit to get on your hands and knees and scrub kennels, scrub clamshell kennels, etc. You've got to be physically fit. You know, you just can't stand there with a mop. You have to get on your hands and knees and scrub them clean with bleach or whatever it takes. And people are just not willing to do that. Let's take a look at, you know, I've got so many dog photos on my computer that the thing runs slow. Well, I guess it's not going to let me get to that page. Let's take a look. Yeah, something's up. Hey, wait a minute. There we are. Okay. So see all photos. And then we come over here to networking, the top one. And let's just take a quick look at these dogs. Here's Roxy. Looks like some sort of a husky mix. Beautiful. Here is Robert. It's got the dual eyes. So that tells me the dog could have some husky in it. I could be totally wrong, but I think so. I think that those Arctic eyes are an indicator of a husky or an Arctic dog, but I could be totally wrong. And note the tongue. Yeah, let's see, it won't let you. See how that tongue is all one color? We'll come back to that because we're going to see dogs that have discoloration in the tongue And it's not anything to be concerned with. That's just how dog tongues are. And then we just looked at this page, the mass kill page. It's really sad. Beautiful little dogs. They'd like to have a home. And you're the difference between them living and dying. Here's Peanut. Here's Roman. April. Regulus, German Shepherd. Elijah. Oliver. German Shepherd again. 3 years. Rysand, Rizened. Ryan. Mojo. Mojo again. Dinah. And we don't know, did they kill these dogs just for fun, or were these dogs executed because they had distemper or parvo or whatever? Totally preventable. But once again, the empirical observation is they choose to kill. And that's what they do. Here's Polly. Ace, part of a litter of 3. And here, this group is on the Devore group that we just looked at. They'd all like to have a home, gang. I wish I could inspire people to get involved at some level, whether it's donating to rescues or fostering or sharing the posts, sharing videos. You know, this is about the dogs. This isn't about me or shelters or anything. This is about these guys getting into a home. 818. See, that just the incoming is unbelievable. You know, people just don't give a shit, and that's why you've got this mess. Here's Arnold, Benjamin, and killed Lulu. God, I can't believe they killed this dog. 13-week-old dog killed at Devore. You know, I'd love to take on. I can't do any more dogs. Where I live, it don't matter. I just can't take on any more. I wish I could. What a beautiful dog. Somebody really messed up, and I can't believe a rescue wouldn't even take him. That's too bad. That's really sad. Look at those beautiful eyes. That's the last anybody's ever going to know about this dog, is my video promoting him. That's really sad. Wonder if there's any notes about humane euthanasia. Vomiting blood. Dog vomiting blood and showing signs of aggression. The aggression shit, just ignore that. And I'm going to tell you a little fast story. One of my first rescues decades ago was a golden lab, and it was just a puppy. It had been dumped in some sort of field where people dump trash and dogs. And when I approached the dog, it was just mean. It was angry. And so I came back later, and I brought some food, and I sat down next to it, like a couple feet away, and I just sat there with the food. And the dog was, pissed off. And I would just, toss some food his way. And, 15 minutes later, I had him a collar around him, and he was going home. And about maybe 2-3 weeks later, he found a home with somebody who had just lost their dog. So the aggression thing is bullshit. I think probably this poor dog may have had the distemper or parvo. That's a very, very real possibility. Parvo is treatable. Distemper is treatable. It's very expensive to treat. Sorry, it just is. Even if you got a low-cost vet, It's going to be very expensive. But, okay, we just lost him. Let's see. Here's the next one in line. Return to owner. Well, that's good. Here's John. He's at Devore, I believe. No, he's at Apple Valley. Here's Copper, Big Copper. He's at Devore Forest. Oh, that's a Pyrenees. Yeah. Okay, some of these dogs we covered in the last video. Here's that hunting dog, Pluto. He is at Devore. See, people spend fortunes for dogs like this. $700-800. You don't need to do that. You can just go to the shelter, and you can get the dog you're looking for, if you're breed specific. To me, they're all winners. Darth Vader. Okay. Really sad. Really sad. This mama, her and all her puppies were executed. Tweety. That was the most playful, happy dog. All of them are winners, gang. Like I said, there's always those ones that jump out at you. And just unbelievable. Honestly, you think to yourself, you make $300,000 a year, $150,000 a year. You work at a fucking shelter. Couldn't you do a little bit more? Couldn't you go, God damn, I've got this great opportunity to do great things? No. Just get fatter and dumber, smoke cigarettes all day, stare at the ceiling. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Cultivate a pot belly, cultivate a fat ass, and let all the dogs get killed. Just so you can go on your holiday, You don't have to come in on the weekend. Just kill them all Friday. Just the horror stories that people tell me, gang, I can't even put them on YouTube. They're that ugly. Yeah. So, okay, so we looked at those dogs. God, it's 12 minutes. Oh, shit. Let's see, we're on Instagram. A lot of dogs at San Bernardino. This one I want to say is Roswell. Let's take a look. Yes, Roswell. Go over to that page. Urgent Animals at Roswell's Animal Control. They kill them every 15 days. See, right there, day 15. So, that's really just, there's no excuse for that shit. You got a government job, all the gravy train benefits, all that bullshit, and you still choose to kill dogs and cats. That's just wrong. I think this guy is, they're going to kill him today if they haven't already. Beautiful little dog at Roswell. So go over to that page, see if there's a dog that you want. Maybe you're in the area and you could just grab them, take them to home and foster them, trying to find a home for them, or you give them a home. Another Roswell dog. We'll do one more and we'll call it done. There's just that many. I could be doing 10-hour videos. There's so many dogs. I want to say this is Corona or Castaic. Corona, yeah. Some beautiful dogs at Corona. Friends of the Corona Shelter. So you can get on there and take a look at them. Let's take a look. It seems like there were some Castaic dogs posted. Oh, they're on here. You just gotta look. This thing ain't working today. So here's Moreno Valley. Friends of the Animals in the Moreno Valley Animal Shelter. Please take a look at this page too, as well as the Lancaster and the Palmdale pages. There's a lot of dogs and they need out. And these are wonderful dogs. It just happen to be in a very remote place that doesn't get much promotion. So anyway, there it is, 14 minutes, gang. This is going to take forever to load. We'll catch you on the next YouTube.